So good evening and welcome to this webinar organized by the CFMS, the French Society on Soil Mechanics and Geotechnical Engineering. My name is Tatiana Risha from Terrasol CETEC, and I am co-hosting this session with Alexander Lopez, also from Terrasol. The CFMS hosts monthly webinars to share practical applications in geotechnical engineering. Today's session, under the theme of bridging the gap between theory and practice for the use of machine learning in geotechnics, will explore how machine learning is contributing to geotechnical fields, such as tunneling, soil characterization, and offshore projects. Our speakers will present a general overview of machine learning in geotechnics, followed by 3 case studies and wrap-up perspectives. If you advise before we begin, please mute your microphones and turn off your cameras to minimize disruptions. Feel free to type any questions in the chat. We'll address them at the end of each presentation. This session is being recorded, and the video will be available on the CFMS YouTube channel by the end of the year. To stay in touch or receive an email notification when the recording is available, or to leave us any comments, please fill out the form linked in the chat. Now, let's get started. It's my pleasure to introduce our first speaker, Yonghyun Liu, chair of TC309 and works at the Norwegian Geotechnical Institute, who will present TC309's work. Dr. Liu, the floor is yours. You can go on full screen. Perfect.
Can you see my screen?
Yes, perfectly. Yes. Thank you.
Good. Yeah, good. Good evening, good morning, depending on where you are. And thank you very much, Tatiana and her group, to put up this interesting webinar and the interesting agenda for this webinar today. And I would like to point out that the mirror group of TC309 in the French Society on Soil Mechanics and Geotechnical Engineering has been very, very active in advancing machine learning in geotechnics. So today I'm presenting TC309 before the technical presentations. And before we are introducing ISMGE TC309, I would like to say a few words about ISMGE. So as we all know, the ISMGE board is comprising of the president at the moment is Dr. Marc Balous, and the immediate past president of Professor Charles Nguyen from HKUST, and Secretary General of Dr. Andrew Manamatra. And we also have 6 vice presidents and several appointed board members. And the society is made up of 90 member societies around the world with over 200,000 individual members from all over the world. And we also have 37 technical communities and 7 board level communities. The mission of technical communities is to provide a forum for active participation by the individual members of the ISMGE and to promote the objectives, activities, and results of the technical communities throughout the ISMGE membership. So if you are interested to join any of technical communities, please reach out to your member society and ask for the membership of individual technical communities. TC309. So we are a relatively young technical community within ISMGE. The technical community was established from the January of 2018. So it's around 6-7 years until now. So the objectives of technical community 309 are to disseminate knowledge and practice through webinars like we are doing now, and newsletters, And we also want to establish technical recommendations in terms of state of art and state of the practice. As usual, we organize conferences, symposium, and workshops as well, both in person and online. Per today, we have exactly 90 members from over 20 countries and regions, which is one of the biggest technical community within ISMGE. So at the moment, we have 3 officers, myself being the chair of TC09, and Dr. Mohammed from University of Warwick being vice chair, and Dr. Dongming Zhang from Tongji University being the secretary of the technical community 309. As I said, we are very actively involved in the conferences. So the first technical community conference is called ISMLG. So it's the International Symposium on Machine Learning and Big Data in Geoscience. It was initiated by the TC09 in 2018. So the first event was held at NGI Oslo in Norway, and then we had three more conferences in Shanghai, in Poland, and in Ireland. So the most recent one was held in Ireland in 2023. So all these conferences, we have a little bit over 200 participants for each of the conference, from the second one to the recent one. And the next, the 5th International Symposium on Machine Learning and Big Data in Geoscience will be held in May 2026 in Hong Kong. So if you are interested to attend the conference, please mark your calendar. We are going to launch the website of the conference in December this year. So please keep an eye on this event. And in connection to the international symposium, we also initiated this machine learning in geotechnics dialogue. So the first one was held before the main conference in Shanghai. And this discussion has evolved to a series of dialogues, with the second one in Taipei, the third one online due to the COVID, and the fourth one in Japan, and the most recent, the fifth one in Chengdu, just last month. So the aim of the machine learning dialogue is to discuss the opportunities and challenges in developing and applying machine learning to geotechnical engineering, research, and practice. And as we all realize, the future of machine learning in geotechnics is our next generation. So therefore, the technical community 309 teaming up with technical community 304 have organized a few student contacts on data analytics. And the most recent one, the 8th student contest, was just held in Chengdu last month. And we did see the big engagement from the PhD student and master students. With this, I wish you enjoy the webinar and technical discussions. I think I hand over to Tatiana.
Yes. Thank you, Dr. Liu, for that introduction to TC09. Our next speaker is Professor Jean-Michel Pereira from the École des Ponts et Chaussées, Institut Polytechnique de Paris.